This Inside Edge is brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual believes there's always a chance to come back and rise. I'm Julie Stewart-Binks, joined by Engel and Olympian Chris Chelios. The United States men's hockey team was going for bronze tonight against Finland. They lost 5-0. This is a team that we probably couldn't predict they'd be in this situation right now. They looked like arguably the best team in the tournament. The last two games, they're shut out. They were going for gold. They said gold or bust. Tonight was full bust. Chris, what happened?
Well, forget about momentum, right? The first 3-4 games, they were unbelievable. Couldn't second guess any of the players. Everybody was contributing. And then they got cold, and that was it. 2 back-to-back games not scoring a goal. I thought they came out harder today. They had, 3 breakaways, 2 penalty shots and a breakaway. Had an opportunity to get a goal or 2. And when Solani, scored that first goal, it kind of took the wind out of their sails, and the rest was history.
I think what happened to them is one of the worst things you can say about a team. Finland wanted it more. Bronze mattered to them, and bronze didn't matter to the United States as much. You could just tell it. Finland was playing for something, and it felt like the U.S., they came out all right, and then things didn't go their way, and the wheels just came off of it. And, I think for some of the guys, it was okay, but talking to guys afterwards, Max Pacioretty, a guy who wasn't in Vancouver 4 years ago, you could feel the disappointment that there wasn't more urgency for this medal. He said, we just didn't show up. There's no excuse. We let our country down.
Well, the result really is shocking for the team that had so much potential. Chris, if you are USA Hockey, if you're the one calling the shots, what would you do differently?
Like I said, coming into the tournament, I thought they picked the right guys. I thought the coaching staff did a great job. The first 4 games, like I said, you couldn't second guess anything. So when they came against the toughest team in Canada to make adjustments, by then it's too late, right? But I thought every player up to that, that game against Canada had played a perfect game, and including Quick. Kane, he didn't look that big on the score sheet, but I thought he was the best player in the last 2 games again.
There's no cheap second guess here. I agree with Chris. I think they put together a good team. I think this was a great group of guys, good stewards of Team USA and American hockey. I think the biggest thing is, how do you get them motivated? Especially after that Canada game. But that's got to start in the room. That's on those guys. That's not on the coaching staff. That's not on who put the team together. That's on these guys. And Zach Parise said it afterwards. The captain, he was a stand-up guy about it, but he said, we get on these international stages. It's time for us to take that next step and win these big games.
And there's a group of them that had great success in the junior national tournament, so I thought that would have had a little bit of bearing, especially against Canada. No matter what you say, your expectations, everybody thinks they're going to win. The U.S. thought they were going to win the gold medal, but to get that monkey off your back, you got to beat Canada, you got to beat the best teams.
Someone asked it last night, and I've been thinking about it ever since. Is Canada the monkey on their back? Is there some sort of a mind thing, you think, between U.S. hockey and Canada?
Well, I think about our history. Finland is just as big a sore. They beat us in Torino. They've beaten us in World Cups. And we've had the players, we thought, some of the best teams in the U.S.
It's too bad for the United States that they went home empty-handed. They had so much potential, but it's the way it goes at the Olympics. Thanks, guys, for breaking it down.
Thanks.
This Inside Edge is brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Liberty Mutual believes there's always a chance to come back and rise.